Hi folks, I'm smoking a brick house Connecticut Reservo um, instead of a pipe. I just fancied a stick tonight as my last smoke before bed. It's 11:30 and I thought I'd just give you an update on how things are and do a report back on the pipe roll I've been using. Went away during last week, took Carolyn down to a hotel to stay, and we met with the children, with Tim and Rebecca and with Carolyn's brother and sister, and all went for a meal, so that was good. And Carolyn and myself had a nice little break. Somebody looked after the dogs for us. And I took my Procase with me and found it very, very helpful. In fact, it served the job really well. It's easy to carry, and in it I had everything I wanted for the weekend: matches, lighter, filters, tampers, pipe cleaners, pipes, and I put my tobacco that I was smoking in here, in the side pocket. And it rolls up very nicely, and I'd suggest that anybody who wanted a good showerproof pipe roll to think of getting one. They're not very expensive. This was about £8, maybe just a bit more than that, because this one's a red one, but they had different colours and different types, and I got it from Amazon. I know they've got them on the American site as well. They're actually used as electronic bits, for electronic bits and that kind of thing, or anything else that you want to use them for. So you don't have to use it for a pipe roll, but I did, and it was very good. This is a nice gentle smoke for me. Rebecca, my daughter's just been taken into hospital. She's not very well. We aren't going down to see her yet until they find out what they're doing. But she's got something wrong with her lungs, some fluid on her lungs that they think might be an infection. They're not sure. There's also some scarring on her lungs. They don't think it's the big C, but they need to do some further investigations and see what's causing that. She has very bad rheumatoid arthritis, and one of the drugs she's been on, rituximab, knocks out the immune system. So that's caused an infection. It's caused, she's got heart failure, which is a long-term sort of thing. So there are all sorts of things wrong with her, and thank goodness they've decided to investigate and decided to see what the problems are. So I'd appreciate your best thoughts for her and for Carolyn and myself as we find out what's going on. There's been sort of a lot of things that people have been talking about for Paladin Piper, about life and what's the meaning of life. And I haven't done that because it's for a gore that he's got, and it doesn't include people in the UK. But he's asked as if we can say what defines us. what makes us what we are. And I guess what defines me are the things from my past, the events that have happened all through my life, the many difficulties I've had, coming from being adopted, not knowing about it, but also both parents were abusive. My father was mentally and physically abusive. He was 6'3" tall, as strong as they come, and had a temper to match. And my mother was physically and mentally abusive and also sexually abusive. And then various other things have gone on throughout my life, including 2 major breakdowns. But I suppose what really defines me is the searching for who I am, because not knowing who your father is, as I've got older, had a great effect on me, and I noticed that I needed the company of and the friendship of men to fulfill a need for the lost father. So I think that's been the defining thing in my life. Also, my search for faith and my loss of faith has defined my life, especially recently, in that I've been far happier since I stopped having contact with religions and with faiths, and to live my life for every day, to say what my life consists of. What I believe is the goal of my life is to live the best kind of life I can, to be as nice to people as I can, to grow in love for people, for the world, and for my family, and to enjoy life, which I do. I enjoy everything about life, even the bad times, because they don't last that long. And when they're over, it's amazing how quickly you realise that the difficulties were not as bad as you thought they were going to be. So I shall, say to Paladin Piper, that's what defines me. It's strange when we think of life and what it means. Death, I think, is the price we pay for life. And I think we're to live our lives as we'd wish others to be. And we should treat others in that same way. There was a book that I read when I was younger, a very odd book, written by a clergyman, called The Water Babies. It's a very strange book, written by a very strange man. But he had one character in it, Mrs. Do As You Would Be Done By. And I try and make that the guide of my life. Live your life as you would wish, and treat others in that life as you would wish others to live their lives and treat you. But that's probably enough of that, because we don't want to go too far over the top. But it's, as I say, the time out was a good time with the family. Really enjoyed it. It wasn't a bad hotel. The only thing was that I didn't take care of my diet. I decided that I was going to enjoy what the hotel had to offer and what the various meals we had to offer, and that was very good. But it meant I put on a bit of weight, but I shall take that off this week and be back to normal. I've decided not to attend the writing group. It's not been as productive as I'd hoped. And there are other reasons which I won't go into. But I still write at home and I'm enjoying that. Enjoying my pipe smoking, and Black House has become a special blend for me. I think I gave you the report on Black House, and the more I smoke it, the more it reminds me of the old Balkan Sobrani that I used to know. It's got that lovely oriental Latakia scent. It's very oriental and Latakia forward. A lovely blend. It's coming up to my 70th birthday, and I've got an Indian flute coming, a North American made flute, made by a Native American, and he's chosen my totem animal to go on it, so I don't know what that is until it arrives. He asked whether I had a totem animal or whether I'd like him to sort one out for me to, if you like, think about me and think about what my totem animal was. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that comes, and I'm looking forward to learning to play it. So I might do a video on that when it comes. And Carolyn, I hear, has sort of contacted one of the tobacconists and has ordered me some tobacco blends, which I'm looking forward to. Well, I shall finish there with a blessing for you, and then a joke as usual. May you and your family and those you love receive every blessing that you would wish for. May you grow in wisdom and in love. May your pipe and your tobacco be whatever you would wish for them. And may each and every day be special. Now for the joke. Tonight it's a golfing joke. Well, sort of a golfing joke. There were two golfers who were playing golf, and they were on the green and getting ready to putt into the hole when they saw this naked woman running across the golf course, being chased by four men in white coats. Two of them were sort of nearly catching her up, and one was carrying two heavy buckets of sand. And then there was an old bloke hobbling along behind trying to catch her up. And they stopped the old man and said, what's going on, you know? And they said, oh, she's the nymphomaniac. And they're trying to catch her. And they said, well, what about the guy with the two buckets? And they said, oh, yes, he caught her last time, and the two buckets are his handicap.